Why do you think young people have emerged as the voices with real power on this whole issue?
Because we are the ones who are going to live with this, and many children understand more than adults that it is our future that is being at risk. And we also have enormous power. As a young person, you always have like a natural instinct to rebel in a way, and that is very useful in a situation like this.
Look, kid, go fuck a duck.
Does it ever feel like too much of a burden to be the face of a global movement?
I mean, of course, and I think I speak on behalf of all the children and young people who are school striking and organizing, that we are just children. We shouldn't have to do this. The adults should take that responsibility. So of course it's a big burden, and in a way, of course, we aren't forced to do this. But since we know what is at risk, we know that our future is being at risk, we feel like we must continue.
Look, kid, go fuck a duck.
When you look around the world, there are some countries that are taking action. The UK, for example, is committed to net zero carbon emissions by 2050. Is that progress for you?
That depends on what you define as progress. If they are to follow their carbon budgets to be in line with the Paris Agreement, to say below the 1.5 degrees of warming of pre-industrial levels, then I mean, I sometimes wonder, do they have like a secret carbon budget that we don't know about? Because they are being very proud of what they have accomplished. But I mean, that is not nearly enough if they are to do their part.
Look, kid, go fuck a duck.
That target is considered immensely ambitious, and it was what was politically possible. Do you accept that even though that's incremental progress, it still counts?
I mean, you could argue that that is better than nothing, but I think that is actually doing more harm than good, because that sends a signal that we can continue like this for I don't know how many years, 20 more years, and that we can continue like now, which is not good.
What are those hard truths that you want politicians around the world to understand?
If they don't act now, then in the future they will be seen as some of the greatest villains in human history, and we will not judge them easy, I think.
Look, kid, go fuck a duck.
So, but I mean, they can still change that.
You have spoken before about the effect of anxiety around climate change on your mental health. Can you just describe that for me, and what prompted you finally to take action?
Yes, I mean, anxiety when it comes to the climate crisis is, of course, a very big problem. Many people have it, and they feel anxiety, and they feel sad or angry or scared that nothing is being done, and that we are, in every bit of our everyday life, we are fueling this crisis, and that is what I felt, and I just kind of convinced myself that I was so desperate, so I was like, I have to do something, and then I got the idea of school striking, so I decided to just try it and see where it led, and then it just became big.
Look, kid, go fuck a duck.
Well, it became a bit more than big.
Yeah.
I mean, it sparked a global movement, and millions of school children followed your lead. Did you ever think it was going to end up like that?
No. If anyone would have told me, like maybe 1 year ago, that this is where we are now, then I would be like, I would never have believed them.
What do you think it was about the school strike and that idea that caught the imaginations of so many people?
It was just after a very hot summer with lots of wildfires and droughts and extreme weather in Sweden. So many people were worried about and concerned about the climate, like, oh, maybe this is serious. Also because it is children, it is young people who are saying these things, that are saying like, you are stealing our future, why should we care about our future, educating ourselves if you don't care about our future? And I think that is a very powerful message. And many people feel guilty when children say that.
Look, kid, go fuck a duck.